Hi everyone, it's Thursday night, the 13th of August, and day 225 of my journey to business alignment and living the dream. My power statement that I wrote out last night for this morning said, I will press Fahad to focus on getting the form page and the link done as soon as possible. And that's because I need that link for the ad to be ready to launch my YouTube ad. But like I said last night, I got word from Fahad that he finished the form page, and so I don't have to do this power statement for today that I wrote last night. I'm going to have to change it, and I did, and I said this. I will work with Fahad to get the home page and all of its working pieces finished and in their places so that they're set up and working. So the form is already done. So now let me review my to-do list with you. Here's my to-do list that I have for today, Thursday, right there. 3 yellow ones, my most important task, my fun task, my exciting task, my accounts, my emails. Those are the constant things I do each day. I'm going to wad that up, got them done. I'm going to go through them. My most important task for today was to go through the last tiny issues checklist with Fahad and help him know what I'm needing fixed. My fun task for today is the same one that I had yesterday, and that is I've not yet figured out how to do the download protection or blocking in my Google Docs, and so I'm working on that to get that figured out today. And my exciting task for today is to go ahead and launch the ad. That's what I wrote down for this morning, and I say it as though that was today, but it's now tonight. And let me tell you about things. Things changed a bit during the day today. I had intended to do all 3 of these tasks today, but I want to tell you what happened and what I decided to do when it was all said and done tonight. The bottom line is I decided to hold off launching my YouTube ad. I know. I was so excited and ready to launch the ad and get things going with the focus group. But as I've been working with Fahad on getting my home page done and the request form page up and working on its own separate page, I had the thought come to me that having my website up and ready to go, at least a couple of its pages anyway, with all the podcast and videos links working, as well as the podcasts themselves set ready to go, I decided to wait until I had those pages done, and then I could go ahead and launch the focus group ad. I know that this may sound like an excuse and I'm putting things off, but that's not what it's about. I really just feel like I want to have that home page completed and my podcast page complete for my focus group participants to see and to use those 2 pages as a sampling of what's to come with my full website going forward. And when I get those couple of pages done and they get a look at it and try it and see how it works, they'll be able to give me some real input on the rest of the pages before I get into that. So that's what I'm going to do. Anyway, let me go through my normal end of the day success routine questions. Croy says, get honest with yourself, Marty. What didn't go well today? And in other words, what can I do better? What could you have done better today, Marty? Did you wake up early and start strong? I did. I get up 6:30, 6 o'clock, most of the time 6:30, 6:45. Did you start your morning with power? Every morning. I love it. I love it. Were you productive throughout the day? Yes, I did, and you'll see why. Did you get the most important things done today? All but that download issue. I got them done. Did you move your goals forward? Pieces through the portal of my mind into the world of the physical. Lots of stuff. Did you show up as the person you wanted to be today? I did. What about your personal time with Kat? Thursday night was a lovely night, and I was present for her, and she was present for me. Had a great dinner together. It's so relaxing. I love her so much. In summary of these get honest with yourself questions, I always ask, were you honest with yourself about today's task, Marty? Did you keep your commitments and the promises that you made to yourself this morning? Well, just like I said, I promised myself that I would work on and work with Fahad to help him get my homepage done, as well as my podcast page starting on so that those can be set up and the links can be set up so the videos can play. And I've got all those yet to record on the other homepage, but the podcasts are done, and that's exactly what I spent my day doing. I haven't been able to figure out how to do that download restriction yet, and I'm learning watching some YouTube videos, but I know I'll figure it out soon, and it'll get done. The next question is, what movies did you watch during your mindfulness time today, Marty? Did you make time for them? And were there any new movies that your 2 amigos brought onto the screen of your mind today that you watched you can talk about? Well, besides my must-see TV favorite 5 movies, I constantly have several instant pre-play movie clips playing in my mind about my homepage and the podcast page and seeing them both finished and working and see people clicking on them and watching videos that pop onto their screen and filling out the subscription forms. It's so fun and exciting to imagine these things happening and working like they're working on the screen of my mind. I hope they work exactly like that in the real world. Well, we're going to find out, aren't we? My next question I ask myself every night is, what's the one thing that would make all the difference going forward that I could change? Another way to say it is, what's the one thing you'd want to get done tomorrow if the day went sideways even trying to get it done and getting it done, but you'd still feel like a success? What would that one thing be? And turn it into a power statement so you can start your day strong. Well, the one thing that's the most important thing going forward for me right now is to get the homepage and the podcast page all finished and built out and working correctly. My job in this process is to design these pages first and then my publisher so that Fahad knows exactly all the moving pieces and what I want it to look like exactly, and then he can build them out and put it into the website. That's what I've been working on. So for my power statement for tomorrow, it says this: I will make sure that Fahad gets the homepage looking and working exactly like I want it to. Once he does that, it'll be the template for all the other 14 pages that are still yet to be built out. I'm not sure why, but I feel the need to have this homepage done for the focus group folks to see, those 10 participants. And that way, like I said, they could have an idea of what all the other pages are going to look like and the feel and look of it and how they work and the ease and use, so they can really give me an honest opinion of the different pages that they try out. And that'll help me finish it up so that it works great. Next, I want to answer my question: were there any mistakes or failures that I had that I can turn into a tool of success today? Well, like any day where there are a lot of moving pieces happening and I'm trying hard to stay on top of all of them and get them done one at a time, I'm sure I made some mistakes throughout the day-to-day. However, I didn't have any real failures that I can think of that I can actually turn into a tool of success. So no, there was no mistakes or failures that I can turn into tools of success. And that's okay. I like having tools of success, but I also like not having any mistakes so I have a smooth day. The next question is, what was your biggest success today, Marty? In other words, what did you do well today? What can I do better? What can I do well, or what did I do well today? Well, my biggest success today, I think, was how my website is coming along. I think it will be a great website for my beginner entrepreneurs to use, and for me to use in my coaching. I'm so excited about it. But we'll see where it goes from here. Websites are a living, breathing thing, and changes happen to it all the time, and movement and changes and improvements. So I'm going to work on that. The next step in my day is my end of the day success routine, and that's to rate my day's effort. And so I gave today an 8. I gave it an 8 because I worked at the speed of 8 all day today. I slowed things down just a little bit so that I didn't make any really big mistakes, and so I avoided that. I also worked on the steps and the list with Fahad, back and forth, short video here, short video back and forth. But because I didn't get the ad launched like I had planned, I took off a couple of points, and that's okay. Even with all the challenges that Fahad and I are experiencing with this website, it's still going to be great because it's all coming together, and I really feel the beginner entrepreneurs are going to love it. Okay, I want to end the day strong. Here's what I'm grateful for today. I'm grateful for the principle that says, make it too small to fail. Listen to that. Make it too small to fail. Making the steps for achieving a goal so small, so tiny that you can't fail at it is called a mini habit. It's a tiny step, a very small positive behavior that you can do every day because it's too small to fail. For example, you want to exercise and get into push-ups and sit-ups and all those kind of things. Well, doing one push-up every other week is so small that you can't fail at it. That's what I mean by a little mini habit. Nature makes such a step weightless, deceptively powerful, and a superior habit-building strategy. After succeeding at doing it over and over and over again, you end up feeling like you have no choice but to believe in yourself. And that's because you're always moving forward, taking such repeated action on your thoughts and your dreams and your personal vision, and that allows you to get belief in yourself so that you soon begin to increase the size of those goals, the size of those steps, until you're taking even bigger steps with ease. The power of a mini habit. The next thing I'm grateful for is the law of planning. This law says that unlike some folks who let their lives just go along willy-nilly, your life will always be focused on specific goals with specific planning for achieving them. You'll be on the move in all important areas of your life when you keep a steady, consistent pace. You'll be improving your situation and increasing your happiness because of consistent planning. That's so great. Next, I'm grateful for Calvin Coolidge, who said this: nothing in the world can take the place of perseverance. Talent will not. Nothing is more common than unsuccessful people with talent. Genius will not. Unrewarded genius is almost legendary. Education will not. The world is full of educated derelicts. Perseverance and determination alone are omnipotent. I love that quote because it's simply saying that talent, genius, and even education isn't really the key to one's success. Determination and perseverance, which are two things that every one of us can cultivate, no matter what and where our background and who we are, will attract success right into the portal of our mind. Bam! Done! That's exciting. Well, like I do every night, I want to say that I had a wonderful day on my journey to business alignment while I'm living the dream, and I certainly did today. Tomorrow night we'll be right back here sharing another day in the life of Coach B, and so until then, I wish you continued success. Good night.